Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And I have myself a rank 3 Awakened 7-star Lumatrix, who is SIG level 20. We are going to be testing him out. We're going to be talking about him, testing him out against our favorite punching bag, Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends, just to see how he works. Possibly one other fight and all of that. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Hit the like button if you have any questions or comments. Please leave a question or comment in. Don't forget to hit that notification bell or share this video. All right, so let's get into it. He is a guy that he's a skill champ, so that is a thing. He does have, like a lot of skill champs, he does have some ability to get rid of debuffs. So that is a thing that he could do. So he is a skill idol, E-I-D-O-L, and thus has a fractured power bar. So all the E-I-D-O-Ls have the fractured power bar like Isophene, where you can push the button when they get to a certain amount of power, and it will just take away from that amount. So if you're at 3 bars of power, you'll see a green, a yellow, and a red. And if you hit the green, he'll go down to 2 bars of power, essentially. So, whereas with other champs, what that means is if they are at a special 3, there's only one button to hit, and that is the special button, and then it's done. All right. Personal effects other than Fury are paused during opponents' special attacks. Oh, and he's immune to bleed and ruptures. So that is, he's one of the few champs that's immune to ruptures, but he's also immune to bleeds, but not poison. Start each fight with an indefinite 25% endurance. While active, reduces the duration of non-damaging debuffs on the affected champion by the given potency. So if they're permanent, then there's really nothing you're going to be able to do. But if they have a timer, then it'll reduce them. When the opponent misses while Lumatrix is blocking, also gain an additional passive for 20 seconds. So up to 3, so we can get 75% reduction on non-damaging debuffs, which is great. Can charge his heavy for 4 seconds, and the heavy hit grants the opponent 20% less power. While he's invisible, this reduction is extended to all hits. All right, so his shtick is this cunning, and you want to try and get as much of this as you can. He gets a 40% cunning. Now, cunning will increase your crit rating and increase your crit damage rating by the given potency. And his current crit ability is 28%. So it'll increase it by 40% with one of those, meaning it'll go up by about 10 points to about 38. So that's pretty good. And then it'll also increase from 261 for crit damage rating. Roughly not half, but almost half, so probably about 110, so up to 370%. So there is that. So you want to get as many of these as you can. So last 12 seconds, and 1 cunning is gained when he has 1 or more full bars of power remaining after a special attack, and that's where the fractured power bar comes in that he has that we talked about way up here. So if you've got 3 of those bars lit up and you hit the special 1, he's going to get a cunning because he has 1 or more full bars of power left over. He also gains cunning. Gaining Lumatrix's cunning refreshes all personal cunnings, while Lumatrix's cunning is at max. All hits are guaranteed critical hits. And that's at 8. And it's not easy to get 8, so let me say that. He's got this evade, so he starts charging. When he starts charging heavy, they gain an evade charge for 2 seconds. This starts indefinitely paused and will not activate while invisible or while Lumatrix's invisibility is on cooldown, which it's pretty easy to get the cooldown for the invisibility. We'll talk about that turned off. So when Lumatrix stops charging their heavy, this evade charge is removed. As a defender, this is unpaused instead. Against non-mutant opponents, gaining this evade charge also inflicts the opponent with a tracking passive, which means that incoming attacks will not miss. So that's an important thing. So you could do this against a photon, for example. While this evade charge is active, Lumatrix gains a 100% chance to evade basic attacks. The opponent becomes more aggressive while the evade charge is active or while invisible, and performing any evade consumes the evade charge and grants 1 cunning. So there's another way we can get cunning. So we can get cunning by using a special and having bars of power left over afterwards, and we can get one here by performing any evade consumes and grants a cunning. So performing a personal evade also inflicts a stun passive for 1 second. Now we've got invisibility. After performing an evade, Lumatrix gains an invisibility passive for 3 seconds, paused during Lumatrix attacks as an attacker activating a special attack while the evade charge is active also grants his invisibility. So we want to time those specials properly. While invisible or while Lumatrix is performing their special 1, gain stun immunity, increase personal cunning potency by 100%, and pause all personal effects. When the opponent is knocked down by a heavy attack or when the opponent activates a special attack, the invisibility is removed. That's kind of what you want. If the invisibility ends without Lumatrix knocking the opponent down with a heavy attack, it goes down on cooldown. So that's how you get rid of the cooldown. The cooldown is removed by punishing a special attack, activating a special attack, or by knocking the opponent down with a heavy. So that's the best way of getting rid of the cooldown, is that. So special 1, you gain a cunning, and then just before the final hit, activate invisibility. If already invisible, also gain an unblockable. So we want to do this evade with the heavy attack, and then you want to hit this special because that'll trigger invisibility, and then you want to hit with the special, which will give us this unblockable passive. Special 2, on activation, gain 3 cunning. As a defender, also gain Lumatrix's evade charge and pause it until the end of the special attack. On the first hit landed, gain a 4204 Fury passive for 20 seconds. If unblockable, gain 1 additional Fury passive, max 2. So this is kind of where we want to go. We want to go with the heavy right away, which is going to give us a cunning. It's going to make us invisible. We're going to start building up power. We're going to let the invisibility recharge go. We're going to build up to 3 bars of power, and we're going to hit with a special 1 when we're invisible. So we're going to get that evade back again, and then we're going to hit with the invisible. That will give us the unblockable, and we'll have 2 bars of power left. We'll immediately go into a special 2 because we'll have 2 bars of power left, and do a whole bunch of damage because we'll have 2 Furies. If you do a special 3, you gain 7 cunning, and we're going to have a bunch of cunning because we're not going to do a special 3. So we won't have that much. On activation, gain 7 cunning, activate invisibility, and pause it for 10 seconds. While this pause is active, Lumatrix's invisibility will not be removed. So lots to do. He's got a very specific rotation to do if you're going to max out damage. Awakened abilities, really important. When a non-damaging debuff on Lumatrix expires naturally, passively reduce incoming damage by 32% right now. That's at Sig 20. And then the opponent's instant damaging effects have their ability accuracy reduced by 22%, double when fighting Science Champ. So he's not really an anti-science, other than he's got this endurance and he's got this awakened ability, but that's about it. All right, let's do a couple of fights, and let's show you the rotation for him. And I've already got a team made out for this here. So the team that I've got, oh Lord, game, please don't do this. Okay, the team that I got is Isophene, Symbiote Supreme, Purgatory, and Spiral. This is not a bad team at all. I actually might use this team, but the reason that we have all of that is, 1, with Isophene, while he's invisible, the 4th light attack grants an unblockable for 2 seconds, and that's a passive, so that's important. And with for Clerics of Chaos with Symbiote Supreme. Against Science, personal endurance passives also reduce the duration of poison buffs by 30%. So that's a really important thing for anti-poison. For Contest Originals, we've got Purgatory in here, so we gain 4 health, attack rating, and combat power rate. And then we've got one for Mashup, and that Spiral, gain a 60 crit rating and a 60 crit rating damage. So we've got all that, so let's get into it. So we're going to build up to a special 3, and then we're going to hit a special 1 while we're doing our heavy, so we can get the unblockable, and then we're going to immediately go into a special 2. So here we go. We're going to start here with backing up and doing our heavy. Now Winter Soldier's he's not the most... And we're just going to go. He's not the most aggressive. And we're going to keep going. All right, he hit me. That kind of sucked, but... and I didn't get the... Okay, and if you saw it there, that was the invisibility cooldown went away. All right, now we're going to go with this. And we didn't get it. Oh, no, we got it. And we're going to go right into a special 2. There they are. There they are. Look at that. And just tons. And we got a tracker on him to just tons and tons and tons of damage. That was somewhere, and was 49 seconds, which is awesome. That's really good. And it was somewhere in the ballpark of about 160,000 points of damage. All right, here we go with this one. And we're going to just basically do the same thing. We're going to back up and do the heavy, and then we're just going to go. And we got the tracker on right away. And I got to watch the timer for... All right, and we just reset everything. We just reset everything. That was pretty awesome. All right. And I'm not really worried about getting too many cunnings. All right, we're going to hit the special 1, and we're immediately going to go into the special 2. And we got hit. But I got another unblockable, and that was 41 seconds. So as you can see, he's very fast, but he is complicated. That's the only thing that might have issues. He's a very, very complicated champ. You have to do certain things. And if you're going up against champions that can hit invisible, that's a problem. If you're going up against opponents that will not care about evade, that's a problem. So you have to watch out for that kind of thing. Like Bullseye will destroy him. And Night Thrasher actually is pretty good against him because Night Thrasher on medium attacks ignores evades. So, I mean, it's all good stuff. And he is a pretty good champ. I think he was worth the rank 3. That is the video I got for everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I will catch everybody